Hello, my name is Ed, Dr. Edward James officially. So I'm from Derbyshire in England, although now I live in Cardiff in Wales. Um, I teach a variety of subjects, including English, and I have taught Spanish and Italian, and I also teach science and maths. Um, so I taught English abroad for 2 years. I lived in Asia and Spain for over 2 years teaching English. My first language is English. I can also speak Spanish and Italian. Puedo también hablar español. E anche posso parlare italiano. So I can speak both of those languages. Okay. So my qualifications and experience. So I have a PhD in medicinal chemistry and I have a TEFL qualification. So I have been trained to teach English, and many of my students are non-native speakers. So I've directly helped them with a lot of people with their English. Um, so what are my relevant skills and experience relevant to teaching? So of course, like I just mentioned, I was an English teacher for 2 years, and I've been tutoring since 2019, since last year when I'm making this video. And I teach a variety of subjects, and since March I've only been teaching online, so I have a lot of online teaching experience now. So my teaching style, it depends on the student. So it's very variable, and it completely depends on the needs of the student. It can be more conversational, it can be more focusing on grammar, it can be focusing on accents, dialects if the person's English is very advanced. Looking at different accents. I enjoy looking at different accents, that's really good. But sometimes it's best just to focus on just the basic language, the words and the vocabulary. So what are my lessons like? My lessons are I try to make them as enjoyable as possible and interactive learning experience. I like my students to learn actively rather than passively. So that means that I um, encourage them to think for themselves and engage with the class rather than me just talking at them and expect them just to absorb everything. Um, so I use a variety of activities. I enjoy using YouTube videos, especially for like dialects and languages. But yeah, the activities and materials that I use, yeah, I have access to a lot of English teaching materials, so books and different things like that. So for business English, for like younger learners, for advanced, for beginners, intermediate. So I have a lot of different activities and resources that I can use, and which resources I use would depend on the needs of the student. Um, hope to hear from you, and I'm sure you'll have fun learning English with me.